You're new, aren't you? Are you here from the Eerie Stretch? The capital wasteland? Ronto? Where's home? Well, since you might be able to help me, I'll let you in on a little secret. The slaves are always planning all sorts of things. I find out what's going on and let the bosses know, and they let me shrug off some of the work detail. Good deal, huh? If you hear anything, you should let me know. Trying to get us both shot. Look, I just one. One. See us talking.
If it isn't Ash's newest pet, he doesn't let many mongrels into his mansion. Him and his keen eyes must see something special in you, so Lulu's going to keep her eyes on you, too. Ha! That rules out your wit. It must be something else that makes you so interesting to our lord. Lulu will see soon enough. Oh, yes. But first, perhaps Asher's pet needs to be fed? Oh, but aren't we all pets of our Lord? He built this menagerie and chose each of us to live in his world. Good pets do work, find food, build weapons, and kill the unclean. Good pets get food and Lord Asher loves them. Bad pets get drowned in the rivers. Lulu knows all about being good, so Lulu is in charge of feeding other good pets. Then here, delicious food for you. Eat and be good. Lord, what's up? Not interested.
Lord Asher will be right with you. Feel free to wait inside. Chair me.
Telling you, I got it covered. I'll be with you right after I maintain some order and dispense a little justice.
And I suppose you'll follow that up by raising the dead.
No, but I may heal the infirm later in the week. Time permitting, of course.
Sir, we've had sightings of Werner back in the city, and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers. Helps with morale. Reminds them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we call them, they've been gathering makeshift weapons.
All right, all right. Put your guards on alert. Tell them to be on the lookout for anyone loitering too long downtown. And keep a watch on Medea at all times. Anything big happens, it's bound to go through her. Now, I've got a very important meeting with our new friend. So if anything big comes up, you use the intercom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, break's over. Nice work in the hole, New Blood. Knew you couldn't be one of our normal workers. So that begs the question, who are you? And what are you doing in my city? I understand. We've all got a past. And damn few of us have reason to be proud of it. That's all behind you now. In the pit, you'll be part of a growing army, a thriving industry, and maybe even witness to a cure for radiation. But we aren't perfect, and sometimes the past comes back to haunt us. Tell me, do you know a man named Werner? Werner used to be my second in command, until he betrayed me. He was exiled to the slave pens, but he escaped not too long ago. I believe he's planning to strike at the city again, and maybe working with the slaves to do it. You've had a lot of contact with them, so maybe you can hunt him down and put an end to him. Do it, and I'll name you my lieutenant on the spot. That's what I wanted to hear. You've got a bright future ahead of you in the pit, New Blood. In fact, I'd like to let you in on a little secret and show you the amazing advance that'll secure our place in the Wasteland. Now, I think would be a good time for you to meet the cure for yourself. Let's take a trip back to the lab where Sandra can explain.
Lord Asher, the slaves are rioting, and someone's armed them. We need you out here, and fast.
Damn it, I'm on my way. Just head back and talk to Sandra. She'll explain all about the cure. Then you'll see why you have to put an end to Werner.
Oh, Asher told me you might be coming here, but I'm afraid I was preoccupied. Little Marie here is an angel, but she can still be a handful. I'm Sandra. Asher set me up here to work on the pit's medical research, and Marie here is our daughter. Our little miracle, really. Oh, I hate it when he calls her that. I swear, it's a terrible thing to call his own daughter. Well, this is a nice surprise. Apparently you and Asher are the only other people who know anything about science in this place. Yes, it seems that our daughter was born with a naturally acquired immunity to any form of mutation.
It's nothing short of a miracle, honestly. I'm still trying to figure out why, but she may just hold the key to stopping the pit's Trog problem. Hell, maybe other types of mutations too. Oh no, these tests are perfectly safe. In fact, between the crib and her uncanny health, she's probably the safest child in the world. Asher and I would never risk her health. And if that means it takes longer to develop a full cure, then, well, everyone else can wait. You're a dear, but things are well in hand here. If you really want to help, you should probably go deal with whatever had Asher rushing off in such a hurry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take care of one last test before Marie's nap time.
Test 1, 2. Looks like this thing is on. Marie, if you're there, this is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher, sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now, sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now, I bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was. Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the Pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The Pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the Pit. We were wrong. Marie, know those fights in the Mills arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it, but I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city. As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city, while keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
Mind yourself in Lord Asher's home.
Scram!
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, great! Keep her pinned down.
addition to our little family. You hit the jackpot now, whiz kid. You're in Asher's army. Now's when the hard work really starts. I hope so, for your sake. You screw up down in the mill, you just get a beating. It's harsh, but it heals. But if you screw up when raiding a caravan, you get gut shot and bleed out in the dirt. So you better be as tough as you think you are. But I do what I can to keep our mistakes from being too fatal. If you need to drop some rats, I'm here to help. Then say no more, friend. Can't share much, but they should do the trick. Use it in good health.
So, I suppose you signed on with Asher and his kind, did you? You're not the first to win their freedom and forget where they came from. We're just supposed to live and die in slavery and watch our children turn into monsters, all because you don't have the balls to do your job? Wake up, you simple-headed sap. That baby could do more good for us than all of his mongrel raider family ever did for us combined. It's not like we were going to harm her. We just needed to kidnap her for our freedom. Look, sometimes these things have to happen. Okay. Werner was the one who wanted to steal the baby. I just wanted our freedom. I didn't think about what it would take. Werner's hiding in the steel yard. Look for a rooftop door in the southwest. There, are you happy? Go! Just stop looking at me like that.
So, what have you heard? Well, let me know if you do.
finally made it. I've got everything ready, and there are plenty of tests to run, so hurry up and put the... Brad... Wait. Where's the cure? Did you lose it? Where is that little bastard? Oh, boo fucking who? You don't think bringing those bastards down is worth getting your hands dirty? No, I guess you're okay with torturing, slaving scum like that, just so long as you don't have to make a decision, huh? Oh, I see how it is. You signed on with Asher, and now you're gonna stand by your man. Maybe trying to catch his eye and be his queen? Well, good luck with that, starfucker. I'm sure the two of you will kill each other eventually, even without my help. You, him, and this whole town can burn for all I care. I'm gone.
All clear around town, I... How you feeling?
You are...
I knew I could trust you, and I wasn't disappointed. Werner's been stopped. The workers are returning to their rightful place. The pit has a bright future ahead of it, and so do you. Now that Marie's back, we have a chance at curing the disease that's been ravaging the pit since the bombs. Without it killing our kids, we can grow like a real city. No more bringing in slaves. No more forced labor. Things can get better. It's taken me a lot of work to rebuild this city. With your help, it's finally going to have a chance. Right now, nothing. Until we can reproduce a treatment from Marie, they'll have to keep working. Otherwise, this city falls apart. But once we do have a cure, things will be different. We won't need to kidnap people for our city. We'll be able to grow naturally. Until then, this is the way it has to be. It's just what has to be done. You've kept the city in one piece and put a stop to Werner's plans. Yeah, I guess you've earned one. As a full citizen of the pit, you'll have full access to the ammo press in the mill. It's how I keep my soldiers well armed. So make good use of it. And I think Sandra's made some progress with the cure. So here's a little something to help with radiation. That's up to you. We'll keep working on the cure and keep the city running. You're free to come and go as you like. Of course, you can help out at the mill by collecting metal from the steel yard. It helped lighten the load on the workers. And if you want to work on Sandra's good side, you can always bring her toys for Marie. It's a little thing, but it'd make a difference. Not in the slightest. During the Scourge, we looted the pit and left the rest of it to rot. I was just a dumb convert who got stuck here afterwards. See, beneath it all, the Brotherhood's just lazy. It's easier to loot a dying city than to work to bring it back to life. So that's what they did. They're so obsessed with the technology of the past, they don't care what needs to be done for today and tomorrow. It takes real hard work to rebuild and run a city. But there isn't a machine to do it for them, so the Brotherhood isn't interested. Good riddance. My little Marie is the very picture of health. And eventually, she'll make it possible for a new generation of healthy babies in the pit. You know, I always wanted to make the pit a strong city. But that was because I wanted to make my mark on the world. But when Marie was born, that changed. Now she's my reason to make the pit succeed. Because she's depending on it. It's just something a parent has to do for their child. You understand? Walk proud. You're an ambassador of the pit.